and
song.
good evening.
Evening.
What is this we're doing? The lead
Guardians.
excellent express
Oh.
Negro. God, so long.
Has it really
Uh,
been that long?
it has been at least a month,
It's been a minute.
and then it was like a month before that. I
Okay.
think. Anyway, I'm Jade,
I'm Marcus. Hi, everybody.
and we are going to talk today about a movie that is out now, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We could have done this review uh,
Mm,
last week
10 days ago.
before
Yeah.
the movie released publicly because we saw it
Yeah, we saw
in
it.
LA
Hollywood.
at the world premiere.
That was fun.
Yeah, yes, it was.
This is
Um,
not a paid review. Disney is not paying us, but they
no,
did let us go.
well, okay. Before
Well,
I start
not
that,
even that. Not even that.
what,
All right. Good
what,
Morning
what?
America let us go. Let you go. I just tagged along.
Yes, Good Morning America. So, if you don't know, I was
Mm-hmm.
selected. I was nominated by
Mm-hmm.
one the Nick Whitcomb
Hmm.
as a Marvel superfan,
I.
and to appear on Good Morning America, the third hour, or What You Need to Know. I think that's what the title of it is. And I was selected out of the masses of people that are Marvel fans, and got to go to LA for the um, broadcast the day after the Oscars, and thought that it was a trivia segment, and it was not.
Mm.
It was a surprise. You're going to the world premiere of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in LA. So that is what I had the opportunity to do, and asked our dear friend Marcus to join as a
I.
another
Yes.
Marvel super fan.
I owe Nick Whitcomb a handwritten letter of appreciation and possibly a fruit basket. I don't have your address, but I will get them.
So yes, that's what happened. And it's been a very busy couple of months because of that, and hope that it's good exposure for the House of Afros, Capes, and Curls. Otherwise, I would have been like, no, I don't want to do that.
I would have gone in your stead several times over.
But it wasn't just about
It
me.
wasn't me. Okay, this is
It
true.
was it was about the House of Afros, Capes, and Curls. Because I still say that's the thing that got the producers' attention above,
It is. And there was a nice segment about you in the first
yes,
segment that they covered. So that was good.
it was. It was. But before we get too far into anything, I will say we have a couple special events coming up, and I don't want to wait until the end to talk about them. The first thing is the Steampunk Tea Party.
Mm.
It's happening on June 10th. Tickets are available now on our website, afroscapescurls.com. And if you I don't remember what I was going to say. Get your ticket. Please get your ticket.
I don't even think I got my ticket yet. I didn't get a
The
ticket.
tickets are available. They're
All
on the
right.
website. Also, if you don't know, from last year's Steampunk Tea Party, I compiled a book of all of the gorgeous photographs that were taken at the tea party. That book is also available in hardcover edition. Um, and you can purchase that book today. Like, it is available. And shipping, you can ask for shipping. If you're in the Omaha metro area, I can I can get it to you, or you can pick it up if you'd like. But that book is also available, and you can go to the website to find out more about that. Or I'm just going to put this QR code up there.
Oh.
It's nice and big, and that takes you to our link tree with all of the events that are coming up, and there are a lot. We do a lot of partnerships with a lot of different organizations. So it's not just the things that the House of Afros, Capes, and Curls is doing, but the things that we are doing with other people. Afromaha is doing a youth festival May 28th called Dunia, and we'll be at that. I think that there's a Little Mermaid premiere, excuse me, a Little
Mm.
Mermaid premiere IB Black Girl is doing, and we will be there assisting with that. And there's also some other things going around that is the House of Afros, Capes, and Curls with Omaha Performing Arts and Black Fae Day. If you are interested, you can email me at info@afroscapescurls.org or jade@afroscapescurls.org. They both go to me. It's okay. But I just kept that QR code up there for that reason. Okay.
Oh, very cool. I'm
Damn.
almost done paying.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
To get my ticket
Because
to the Steampunk Tea Party, which
we're almost a month out. It's June
it's
10th.
so soon.
It is.
I'm not ready yet.
I'm not either. I have lots of things to work on for the event, and also
Mm-hmm.
my outfit is not quite complete. I
No,
have,
mine's nowhere near complete.
but we may throw together a workshop for people to get inspiration and work on some things because we did that 3 times last time, and that
Hmm.
was fun. That was fun. Okay, but today, so we'll go back to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I will admit, at first I was I didn't know what I thought about this movie and seeing this movie, knowing that it's the end of an era.
Mm-hmm.
James Gunn is out.
Well, yeah, he's got all of DC to manage.
Right. So he's likely not going to be doing any more Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Dave Bautista is out. Um, I think Zoe Saldana says she's out.
I think she was trying to be out after the first one. She was like, "Wait, this a real job? I got
Um,
I got stuff I'm trying to do."
so so I wasn't really sure. It's like, and you know, I love Marvel.
Love it.
I was just hoping that this got back to the feeling and the flavor of the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Are we doing a spoiler review or not a spoiler review?
We're going to try not to do
Okay.
spoilers.
Okay. We're trying. Okay.
We're not going to do spoilers yet.
All right. I guess the movie's only been out 3 days. We should probably give
Right.
people a chance to watch it. Just because we
There's
saw
no
it 10 days
spoiler
ago.
zone. No
I don't-
spoiler zone. So it's
Okay.
safe space. But just talking about things overall, do you think that this movie has any of the same feeling of the first movie?
I would say no, and that this movie is more concerned with telling its story than being consistent with what has come before.
Mm,
Some of the wildness that is in this movie is just setting. There are some very unique sets in this movie. It's like,
mm-hmm,
and one of the ships they're on, you can't quite tell, is it alive? It's definitely organic in some way. It is
mm-hmm,
a
mm-hmm.
creepy set. And yeah,
Yes.
some of the so it is a trip. There's not another movie like this.
No. Um, I think that for me, the feeling it is a very different movie than the first one. It is focused on the characters and their stories. I think that it is set apart. I would say that this whole trilogy is set apart from many of the Marvel movies that have come before and trilogies that have come before.
Yeah, I'd agree to that, but I will say it does feel very comic book. I mean, it's like the drama is playing out page over page, like, oh,
Yeah.
and yeah.
So I think that for me, the joy that I felt for that first movie,
Mm-hmm.
with the story being so quirky and out of the box. Like, this was not something that people were expecting, had no clue who these characters were. They weren't mainstream characters at all. And it just felt like a film, a movie filled with joy.
Yeah, it was
And,
breezy in
and
ways this one is absolutely not.
yes, but I still had joy.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely they put in the jokes, but this movie is 2.5 hours long,
Yes.
and probably the most effective ad for the ASPCA that's ever been devised.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if their numbers are up.
Hey, Tony, it is good to see you in the comment section. You're telling us to spoil it. Tony wants us to just spoil it.
It's only been out 3 days. That feels like it's. I feel like people want a week at least to see it.
Yeah.
That gives everybody
Again.
one of their days off. Hopefully, if they have a normal
Right.
job instead of a
Yeah.
job they should quit.
We could talk about it again. We could
Well,
talk.
we can, but like I feel like the longer we wait, we've already seen it. It's been
Right. I
so
wasn't.
long.
I had to get it out. I had to get it.
We have to talk about it.
I know there was an embargo, so we
Oh,
couldn't.
okay. Yeah, we couldn't
couldn't
talk about it immediately except with each other, so that's fine.
Right. Um, but yeah. So Tony, you loved it. Okay.
Mm.
We're not gonna spoil things.
I will say the reviews are pretty good. The Rotten Tomatoes has it at 82% with like all critics, but among the audience, 95%.
Yeah.
And IMDb has it at 8.4. So
Okay.
it's generally well received by the people that were looking for it.
Okay. So who's in this? Let's
Who
see.
isn't in this?
Who is who? Uh-oh. Before we go to the who is who, what the what?
Oh, hey.
We got Stephanie.
Hey there.
Hello, Stephanie. How are
Welcome.
you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm awesome.
I've seen
You
you
are
two
awesome.
beautiful people places, and I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
After we talk about the cast, because then I got,
All right.
I'm leading to it. I'm leading.
Okay.
So, of course, we have the usual suspects. It's funny. Bradley Cooper is the voice of Rocket, and I still cannot place him as Rocket.
People want to give him awards for this movie. Like, oh my goodness, he did such a great job. And he did. But it's like, it's all voice.
But he does a lot with that voice.
A ton.
And it doesn't sound anything like him.
I don't think it's a spoiler to say this movie is about Rocket. I think people know that. It's all Rocket's backstory.
Yes. And he does a lot. If he got what award would he get?
I don't know. Because it doesn't feel like it. I don't know if you can give actor a supporting role because he's really. He should be the star of this movie, which is it's a CG character, a fully CG character.
He is, although you have somebody that is on the set that is doing all of the motion capture stuff.
I believe that is the actor who plays Kraglin, Sean Gunn, does all the motion capture for
Yes.
Rocket.
Yes.
This feels very ensemble to me, so I'm not seeing.
Yeah, it really is. But like, I'm trying to think. Like when Lord of the Rings was out, they found awards for Andy Serkis to win.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which ones.
Yeah.
But he'd be up for any of those.
So, of the cast, who stood out for each of you? Bradley Cooper. Tony is talking about Bradley Cooper. He also said hey to you, Steph.
Hi there. Who stood out to me?
I think they gave Dave Bautista a little bit more to work with. His
Mhm.
characters still, the characterizations remains the same, but they
Mhm.
gave him a little bit more to work with this time. I thought that was good.
Mhm.
Ah,
And his range is nice. He can give you funny. He can give you like, you hurt my feelings. You can, but he's like gonna ride with you. So I like,
mhm.
I enjoy him. You know he's lying to you, and you follow him anyways.
And I did find the actor who played the villain, Chukwudi, Uji. I'm sure I butchered that, but
The High Evolutionary.
the
That's all.
High Evolutionary, yes, he's effective. Let's put it that way.
He did act well. Like I didn't. I'm like, why? Okay. Anyways,
The
he acted his
characterization's a
part
little thin,
very
but he
well.
did a great job with it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I liked Mantis. Like I kind of ignore Mantis on a regular basis, but
Hmm.
Mantis gave me a little something, and I appreciated it.
Yeah, and they gave all of the characters a moment in this, the way you want when it's the last of
Mm-hmm.
a thing. It's like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
what did
Wait,
I
it's the
come here
last
to
one.
see?
What?
It's the last
Yeah, it's
of
the
the
last one.
Guardians movies. Yeah,
Where?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in the marketing.
I think so. Kieran Gillen, who plays Nebula.
Yes.
So I wanted to love her in the first movies,
Hmm.
and it was always
Something holding you back a little bit.
a
Yeah.
little clunky. And I also, she's got such a strong Scottish accent that
Hmm.
whatever accent she was trying to do just kept getting in the way for me. But this movie, I think between this and wasn't she in the Christmas special?
She was.
Mm-hmm.
I think she started to figure out, or Nebula's character became
Hmm.
bigger and more full, and I felt like I knew who Nebula was, and so that accent, whatever she was doing, it
Hmm.
didn't. If it was there, I didn't
Like,
notice it anymore.
how much of that character's growth is tied to Thanos and finally just like being able to remove Thanos from her life
Hmm.
and figure out who she is.
And make a choice. Like
Any choices?
she was a character who made a choice early in the movies where she was like, no, I'm not about that life anymore.
Right, right. And I'm a huge Doctor Who fan,
Of
and
course.
You?
Amelia Pond.
What?
Amelia Pond. I love the ponds. So yes. Okay,
we,
so
oh wow,
this was them at the premiere.
this looks familiar. I remember that.
When do I get to say that like Chris Pratt? Or did I miss that part already? Because it's fine if I missed it. I'll circle back to it.
I actually saw his name in the news for something this weekend. I didn't even look. So I have no clue. I didn't look. I don't
What's
know.
going? Something going on?
I don't know. I didn't
Okay.
look at the article. I just stopped reading it.
Oh.
Nebula was in Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of the companions, major companion with Matt Smith's doctor.
Yes, she played Amy Pond. So far, my favorite companion that I've seen actually just have that number of episodes. Just
She's high
she's
up there
she
for
had
me.
so much fun.
Yes. Okay. So then, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What?
That carpet is purple, by the way.
Right. It's not a
And
red carpet.
they
It's
said it's the
giving
first one
Thanos
they did
purple.
indoors. Yeah, it's really Thanos purple.
Yeah.
Or Kane purple. I don't know. Like just just let me know.
We'll go with Thanos.
It is a deep purple.
It was actually really soft and cushy too, which was
It
helpful
was
because those shoes were not comfortable at all. But
we
yes,
just
we had a good time.
I
My
love
shoes
this.
off. My shoes
we,
off
we
very much.
that was my first time in LA. That was way fun. We had a very Hollywood. That was just an industry party.
Y'all had a
I don't know.
time last night.
I don't know if anybody else there was like a fan. Everybody else there seemed to be working. At least everybody behind the ropes with the credentials that we had.
Yeah, it was us and
The other winners
Tony,
from the oh
Tony and his wife Becca and their son. Tony and his son
Mini Rocket.
Jonathan.
one got
What's
the
his name?
opportunity
Jonathan.
as well. So we hung out with them too. So it was good.
It's a shame they took this photo with a thermostat. Yeah.
I don't know what happened. There were a bunch of pictures, and the best pictures of us all together were just, I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, so then I'm gonna move on.
Mm-hmm.
There were other people there at the premiere.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting all of that.
No.
And dog, I can't think of her real name now, but she was Riri
I,
Williams
I think
in
it's Dominique. Let's
Black.
see.
That sounds right. That sounds right. In Black Panther, she is the new Ironheart, and
And she
she
wasn't yet getting mobbed.
no people were
She
nobody was
was
talking to her.
accompanied by her parents, which I thought is great because,
Mm.
whoo, she's gonna need them.
Absolutely.
Oh,
But I did talk to her.
Dominique Thorne is her name.
She was very sweet too. She was
She
very
was.
sweet. Okay. So, anything else you want to say about the premiere before we go into the review without spoilers?
I mean, yeah, no, that's it. I think we can start trying to do our spoiler free review.
Okay. The soundtrack. How do we feel about the soundtrack?
I'm happy with the soundtrack. I don't think it's a spoiler to talk about the songs that were in the soundtrack. Unless people are really upset by I don't think they was gonna be upset by that.
I wasn't upset by anything.
Let me just say there's Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I love Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Stephanie, what about you?
You know, I live for a soundtrack, and this one did not give me what I needed to get.
Uh-oh.
Did not love it, and I don't know why I didn't love it. None of the songs like resonated, or the majority of the songs didn't resonate with me. In the way that I keep thinking about how much I love like the Moon Knight soundtrack, these other soundtracks. So this one was like, I mean, it was loud and it was like whatever, but I don't like the music to hit me over the head with where I'm supposed to go with the emotion. Like I need it to be subtle, like woo me, do something. It was just too much.
There was not much subtlety in this movie.
No subtlety. And I think I like my music a little bit more like complimentary as opposed to a character. The movie felt like a character in this thing too.
I mean, there's Radiohead and the Flaming Lips and Alice Cooper in the soundtrack. I think very early on James Gunn said that this soundtrack was going to lean into the early 2000s.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
See, I like a different 99 in the 2000s, so I was like, that's cool. That just might not be my genre of music. And it was loud.
Yes. It was loud. And they were loud. There was a lot of yelling in this movie at each other. And at the wall and at the sky. There was a lot.
To be fair, things are exploding. I mean, even you look at this photo, things are on fire. A lot of that has happened. It's 2.5 hours. You gotta.
Yeah. But there are reasons, Earth, Wind, and Fire. So that was.
And so I should be clear. Like I didn't like the music, but the music seemed to go with the
action.
movie.
Okay.
So like it worked. It worked for the film that it was in.
Yeah, it didn't feel like most of the music was of the same type as the prior two films.
Yeah, that first soundtrack, I played that soundtrack on repeat for a long time. I still listen to that soundtrack. But that's also the music of my life.
Right.
Yeah.
So every choice that he made is like, oh yeah, no, I know all the words to all of those songs. There may have been one song I didn't know all the words to.
Yeah, and this one, maybe there's 2 songs I did know the words to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the songs felt less familiar to me as a person.
Mm-hmm.
I'll agree to that.
Yeah. It was a colorful movie, I will say that. I appreciated that
Mm-hmm.
that everything wasn't so dark. Is that am I making that up? Is that correct?
No, that's correct. I mean, I've seen enough movies where you're like, is the projector turned on?
Right.
And it does seem to fit the like everything MCU after Thanos has been just a little bit dour.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
it does
think
not escape that.
that I liked especially this whole setup when they were all wearing the different colors
Mm-hmm.
because it was just a colorful movie. And the spectacle of where they are and what they were doing and like the sets that they have aren't like sets that you see in any other MCU movie.
Or any other movie, really. Yeah, I agree.
And I think the CGI was better in this movie.
It wasn't bad. It was good.
It was
Yeah,
good.
I never had an issue with the CGI.
Mm-mm.
It was better than floating heads.
What floating heads?
There was a huge head in Ant-Man.
Oh, I still haven't seen that because I'm like Quantum Menace. I still ain't seen it. Whatever it is,
This movie, I think they did an amazing job with the CGI and practical sets. I know Nathan Fillion talked about all of the sets, all the practical sets had so many details, and there was just so much that nobody was going to see, but they put all that detail into all of the sets. How do we feel about this version of Gamora?
I like that they didn't pull their punches. The Gamora that we knew in Volume 1 and Volume 2 is dead. This is a different person.
Mm-hmm.
And they let that stay. And they explored that. And I think that was the right choice.
Tony brings up a point about it's colorful, but it is dark and full of loss and grief and acceptance.
I mean, the series has always been about the family you choose, your found family, the people you actually roll with, and I thought they did a really good job.
Agreed.
With that, I mean, the movie is not joyful. I don't know if I'm coming away with it going, yeah, it was great. You're not walking out of it dancing like you were the first time.
No.
But they were true to the characters.
Yes. And what they did with those characters, oh my gosh. And Gamora's whole full circle, because this is a whole different person. And they don't just push her into a role and say, well, since it's the same actor and it's essentially the same character, we're just gonna, act like that didn't happen. And she's got to refine some things. And then, oh my God, oh
yes.
They gave us time to process too. They gave us time to be like, that's not your Gamora. That's not your Gamora. That's not your Gamora. And then you got to be like, oh, I guess I gotta learn to like this Gamora. That's a full option.
You can choose not to like her. She's a different person.
Yeah, or that. But they were very clear. And I feel like the audience got to be like, oh yeah, but you look the same though. But you walk the same. But you don't really walk the same.
But did anybody not see Infinity War?
Right.
We definitely saw Gamora die.
This Gamora does not have the same lived experience as the
Mm-mm.
one that we saw Thanos throw off the cliff.
Right. I mean, I guess you would have had to see Endgame to realize where this Gamora came from, and not necessarily. I don't know. If you're in the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie, you probably saw Endgame.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Probably.
Well, like, yeah, like obviously you know it's not the same one, but
You
like
just need the
there's a part
reminder.
of me that's rooting for like your old Gamora, and I think
you
like
just
she's
want
got to
things,
be in there. But
you
like,
just want things back the way they used to be.
right? That nostalgia.
Mm-hmm. But this one didn't break out of prison with them.
No.
Nope.
So she has no allegiance or tie to any of them. She don't know these people.
Mm-mm.
And she's offended that they keep trying, that Peter keeps trying to make her feel and see something that she does not see. I appreciate
Agreed.
That. I appreciate that.
I mean, that would be very weird.
Yes. I think Tony mentioned it in his comments earlier. I'm not ashamed to say I cried.
How many times?
It was more than a few.
This is a daring movie. They are coming straight for you. I mean, like, there were ways to make this movie play it safe, and they did not do that.
The level of everything that happens to Rocket and his backstory.
Okay, can I tell y'all the thing? Okay, this is not a spoiler, but Rocket is the most loving character on this team. And the fact that he, no matter how bad things are, Rocket can tap into love first, bruh, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot.
And his mind is amazing.
It's next level.
That's always been known, but you really have to pay attention because you don't expect it from tiny little sarcastic character.
I mean, he's like telling us what Groot is saying half the time, so we're just like, okay, whatever. And like his little, I want a mighty sword. Like, what are we doing? Like, his stuff is so like the fact that he can try to find funny, given that he's been like hurt, and he's still like, I don't know. I like him.
Okay, Tony is asking a question about the Zoobilly Zoo planet.
It was a pass for me.
The planet of Dr. Moreau. It
was weird.
A wild concept. I will say that.
Yeah.
But I mean, if anything, it colors your view of the villain. It's like, this was your okay.
Mm-hmm.
With all your resources at your disposal, this is what you came up with. Got it. Cool. All right. You're dealing with an insane person.
Emotional dance.
You know, I have raccoons that assault my yard. I never had so much feeling for a raccoon.
You got back home and you're like, I'm gonna feed them.
Oh no, I don't have that much love.
Putting out peanut butter sandwiches. I saw you.
Yeah, that's a Hollywood raccoon right there. These are not those raccoons, but no, it was really, really well done. The planet, I was kind of over that. That was too much. It was just too much. But that's Guardians of the Galaxy. They always push an envelope of what can we do, and no clue what's going to happen next.
If you're not staring at the screen for 10 straight minutes going, I have no idea what I'm watching, are you really in a Guardians movie?
Oh my gosh. And okay, is this a spoiler? Oh, is Margie giving spoilers? Uh-oh. She said, even speeding up evolution can solve societal problems.
Okay, so that's a thing. And I feel like the villains in Marvel, they solutions are always trash. Like not make more food. Snap, like that's the plan. I'm like, boyfriend, this guy's like, I'm gonna make a monkey centaur. I don't even know.
I mean,
But it's just like y'all solutions be so wild.
Yeah, I don't.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
And
I've
Mark,
had a question.
no, you're not bad. No, it's
They're
not.
just
That's not
they're
a bad.
very simple plots to give our heroes a very clear objective.
It's whack. I have a question, and I don't want. I'm saying I don't know, so like, don't make fun of me.
Amy's gonna make fun of you here.
I thought Thor was gonna be in this because one thing was Thor last time. Am I just confused on the timeline?
You're not. He
No.
left them during Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
If you did not watch or remember that movie, that's possible.
Yeah.
It's a very different movie. Again, everything after the snap has been in some ways about grief and loss.
Oh,
and
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Whole phase.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know why I thought Thor was going to be in it, and I thought there was going to be more other people in it. The way I got new people in Doctor Strange, I thought I was going to get, and some old people, I thought I was going to see different people.
Well, we got a few new people, like Cosmo.
I mean, like people that I know, like showing up.
Oh, no, I don't know. Because Thor left to do his own thing, and I think the holiday special that came out at Christmas.
I ain't finished it. That's on me.
You didn't finish it?
It's okay. I think
the way these are my least favorite characters, but I watched it anyways because I wanted to be with y'all. But I also don't care about them. Like I almost left in the first 10 minutes. I was like, I don't care. Then I was like, I gotta finish my pizza first. Then I was like, let me eat this popcorn. So then I just stayed.
Tony asked a question. What kind of villain, Marvel villain, would Steph be?
Jade has to answer this question because I don't know.
Why do I have to answer this question?
Because Jade, you know me. Because you're my friend.
I don't think she would be a villain. Well, it depends on what's happening. It could be a Thanos kind of situation, but it would be a very clear, these people are doing wrong. We must cleanse them.
That feels very Magneto to me, honestly.
I've had a hard time figuring out who the villain is in these Disney Plus shows. Like I knew that I was in great area during Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I was like, "Who's the villain? Like, who is it?" Well, this person I knew. Am I supposed to know him? Who is this? You can tell I do not care.
That's Sean Gunn's character, Kraglin.
Is he from the second one?
He is.
He was in the first
one.
Oh Lord!
But he was a villain. He was a bad guy. He was a Ravager.
Yeah, he was a Ravager. He was Yondu's number one, basically.
Is that the guy who was blue with the weird teeth?
Yondu was.
Yeah, Yondu was the blue guy.
See, I watched some of it. Just not all of it. Okay.
But
that was a good dog. You skipped over the dog. That was a very good dog.
That in Guardians trilogy or set of movies, the people that we see as the good guy changes. It's not a fixed state.
Nebula does a complete 180.
Right. Yondu and Kraglin, they all become heroes. They were villains. So.
Why he say I was an antagonist? Anyways, let's keep going.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. These two clowns.
Well, it makes sense why they act the way they do when we're introduced to the High Evolutionary. Is that a spoiler? That might be.
Yeah.
I didn't say
minor.
How.
It is a minor spoiler. I will give that, but I don't think it's gonna be that. I don't think anybody who sees the movie is gonna be upset with you for that one.
Yeah.
Because y'all know I ain't studied for this movie. I thought this was one of them things from the Eternals. I was like, what is this? Why is it flying in the sky? I was just confused. And that's the guy from the Chronicles of Narnia. I was like, I can't take this.
That is. Tony said antagonist as opposed to villain, Steph, because
okay, my bad. Thank you. I appreciate the context. Thank you. Yes. So I'm like, I thought we were good. I thought you now were cool. I thought you knew me.
Margie. Margie and her spoilers. It's
Margie.
not. Well, I don't think that's a bad spoiler. She said second chances. Everyone gets second chances.
What's in his head though?
It's like a jewel sort of thing.
So it's really supposed to be. This wasn't in the movie.
It's very little Uzi Vert. So I wasn't sure what we're doing.
I think this is where little Uzi Vert got it from. It's supposed to be whatever Vision had.
The soul stone?
That's what I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a soul stone.
Or what's that? That's Mind Stone. Sorry,
he ain't got no soul.
Yeah,
Mind Stone.
They don't. Whichever. They don't address that. It's yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, because it couldn't be. Well, anyway.
My problem. Yeah. No.
Yeah. But they don't discuss any of that. He's just gold because he's one of these people that was in the first movie. And
he's in the first movie?
He's not.
But,
okay, I was like,
well,
but
technically he's not, because you see a gold cocoon at the end of the first movie. He's in it. That's something else about this movie. Everything that they brought into the first movie and didn't wrap up, they wrap everything up. They address everything. I can't think of anything that they don't address.
My problem is I always see this actor and I just see the meme. You guys are getting paid.
Yeah.
That's
this is a guy from Chronicles of Narnia, man. I can't take him seriously. I'm like, you got muscles. Where'd those come from? Also,
because he was like 9 when he
right.
When your agent calls you and tells you got a Marvel movie, you hit the gym. You call a personal trainer, and you hit the gym 4 times a day, and your meal plan changes. You can ask Camille Nanjiani.
Right. But I think that Adam Warlock is a huge character. I think we only got a taste of who he is in this movie.
Is he Adam?
Yes.
The way I was not paying
attention. That's the character.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's okay. They don't say his name all that often.
Okay. My man on the right, I love him as an actor. And so it was very cool for me to see him playing a different type of character. But this Supreme Purple, not King Purple person,
high evolutionary,
didn't he? He did.
He was doing the most. He was doing a lot.
But how come we never heard of him? Like, we was over here worried about Thanos, and he's just been going scot-free, and nobody worried about him.
Well,
we
making bunny spiders.
I mean, so he was not mentioned by name, but in the first movie, I think, was it the first movie or the second movie? Yondu was talking to Rocket, and he said something about that man or them people that made you or something like that. Like, he knew where Rocket came from, so he knew who the High Evolutionary was. I think he's a known factor in the galaxy.
I could see him being somebody you don't want to cross.
I mean, Captain Marvel could have ended this. This movie could have been so short. I'm just like, okay. So Tony said, do we think that the High Evolutionary yelled too much? And I think his yelling was part of his lack of stability. So I think his character was supposed to yell because he was so unstable. He was so passionate with his stretched face and whatnot.
Oof.
He does have a RoboCop face, and it's just
was stretched for the guys. It was stretched.
Oh God, it was disturbing.
which is to say, it was very effective.
It was.
You
Trying
didn't
not
look
to
at
say
him and
anything
think,
else, not to
I
spoil.
you didn't go, I wonder if this is like a Killmonger villain. No, he's not like a Killmonger villain.
No, not at all. All right, I think this might be the end of my slides. So, wrapping up, what do you think is next for these characters that we know are going to probably continue?
I mean,
Although, can we say who's not?
of the ones that survive, no. um, hmm, it's really tough to say.
I think Mantis is going to do more.
You
I
think there
think
could be?
Nebula could definitely do more.
I don't know. That's a lot of. That's the thing. How much makeup do you have to do to play these characters? And do these actors want to keep doing this?
Remember that part about if you want Marvel, if your agent calls you and you want to get that check, and
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
Dave Bautista's already said, yeah, that check is. I got other stuff I want to do.
Yeah, but he did say, you know, this is the movie that changed his life.
Oh, it definitely did.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we'll see Rocket again.
I don't know.
Why would we put that much energy into Rocket to not see Rocket no more?
I think so.
Because it was part of the story they had to tell.
And he was the only
You couldn't leave it unresolved.
But like, I felt like he was a main character in Endgame. He was like, yo, like, I gotta get my family back. Like, Rocket's been the Avenger the whole time.
And we have Rocket as the head of the Avengers. He's probably the third smartest person.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you putting him after? Because Tony's dead.
I'm putting him after Shuri and Riri.
And Riri. That's the title, my guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Shuri, Riri, and Moon Girl.
Moon Girl, don't forget. I mean, the black women are holding it down. Moon Girl, yes. I tell Emma daily. I'm like, listen.
I'm not saying it. Marvel said it.
It's what they wrote. It's what they wrote.
I mean, there's a power ranking somewhere that they actually have all this stuff written down. I don't remember where that is.
That's it. You can make it up.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it up. There are charts where someone's made it up for you.
Yeah. I have not seen Moon Girl either.
It's so good. I enjoy it.
I need to be able to appreciate that. So
it's funny. I was watching it. Emma was kind of not watching it. My husband Burkus was like, "What is this? Well, what is this?" And I was like, "Oh, like I think he accidentally
found his way in.
Started liking Moon Girl a little bit." So I highly recommend it. It's really good.
Yeah,
I'll have to watch it. It's on my list of many things that I need to get back to.
Okay, it's Scott Lang's daughter, who apparently is smart too. I don't know nothing about her because I ain't seen the Quantum Menace either. Anyways,
why are you calling it the Quantum Menace?
It flows.
It's because it's like Phantom Menace, the Star Wars title, except it's Quantum Mania.
I'm like,
no, I haven't heard it called this before. It is really funny, but it's just me.
Yeah, I just made it up. Are there supposed to be some Young Avengers happening soon?
Soon is relative.
Yeah, I don't know when. Secret Wars is.
Would Scott Lang's daughter be in that?
Probably.
Or the other girl from
it's
also probably
for another big, Avengers and then Endgame type thing, but in space.
Okay.
Or incorporating more space, not just Thanos and some thugs come down.
Mm-hmm.
Because we'll get the Marvels, we'll get the people with the scrolls.
Oh yeah. That's the Disney Plus show, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
You know, there are some things that are on hold right now, like Loki. I'm not happy about
Why is it on hold?
Writer strike.
because,
Oh, I
well,
thought it was DeSantis. I was like, I can't
no,
have nothing. Sorry.
no,
Well,
I don't think it's impacted by the writer's strike because it's ready. I think it's ready to go.
hmm,
That one is on hold because of Kang the Conqueror.
yeah, probably.
Okay, so we're gonna circle back to that in a second, but oh dang. Okay, yeah. Um,
Yeah, it impacts a lot of things.
Yeah,
yeah.
very,
It
very many
it
things.
impacts all of Phase 4.
Okay, but if DC can still release the Flash, let's go. Like, what are we doing? Like, they don't
Oh,
care. They're like, yo,
oh, no, no,
we
no,
got
no.
to do it. Like, they do not care.
You don't get that.
Yeah, I don't know that that's
They ready to go with their little
I don't know
Flash.
about that one either.
well. What I've
It's
heard is
supposed to be
it's
good.
supposed to be really, really good,
That's what they say.
but that's going to be his last his last movie,
Oh yeah.
and there was just too much in it for them not to put it out.
hmm
So I don't know.
Jade, can I quickly say the best part of going to see Guardians Galaxy 3? It was the Marvels trailer. Like, I
Oh, it's
was
so
so
good.
excited. The excitement I had was real. Like, I'm like, I wish I was at this movie right now. Like, I'm so excited.
Aw.
I cannot wait.
Oh,
And
and we saw her too.
yeah, she was sitting at two
You
rows
saw
in front
who?
of us. The girl that
Ms.
plays
Marvel.
Khan.
Yeah, she was like, wait, 3 rows in front of us, maybe?
I don't know. She was down
I
there.
think she is wonderful.
She was not far away.
Yeah.
And like
That is so cool.
all those actors and actresses were just having a ball. It was just a party.
No.
Are they small in real life? I remember when I
Yes, way
lived in
smaller than I
LA,
thought.
everyone is small. Like, little.
Way smaller than I thought.
Yeah.
Just
Although Nathan Fillion was, no, he wasn't terribly tall.
I did not know Nathan Fillion was in this movie until he was 3 feet from us. And I did not get a chance to say anything because he was gone.
I took a picture. I said hi. That was
I
about it.
got excited for y'all when I saw him in this movie. I was like,
I
my
don't
love, she's
think
gonna be so
you
happy.
get it.
It was in his face.
I love Firefly. I
I know
love
you
Firefly. No.
I have
don't
a
think you
picture
get
of
it.
Zoe on the wall from Firefly.
This is my brown coat. It's the real
Oh.
one. It's the officially licensed one. Look at it. Look.
I knew y'all were geeked out about the Firefly situation.
I did not know.
Well,
Why did no one tell me?
he was there. I knew he was.
I thought it was a spoiler, so I ain't say anything. See how I was
Well,
being nice?
No, I think it's safe to say he's in the movie.
Yeah,
Okay, I just didn't know.
his
So I was
name
like,
appears in the opening credits.
Yeah.
It was a surprise to me.
Yeah.
But
Because he
like,
did voice another character that you don't see his face, but you see Nathan in this one, and he's Nathan. Yeah.
he had some little funny things in there too. Like he made me laugh.
I mean, it was part of the joy of this movie where you could find it.
Yeah.
And also
But
part of all the colorfulness and weird.
Just saying, Sarah McLachlan's got work on her hands if she wants to reclaim the #1 spot for ASPCA spokes.
That part was so funny, Tony. I was like, everybody's got one. Everybody's got one. That was the most relatable moment ever. I was like, word.
Okay.
Yep.
What is your score for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? Yeah. Between 1 and 5. 5 being the high.
I mean, I had to like go back and read reviews because Jeffrey Wright was 4 seats from me when I was trying to watch this. It was very hard to focus. I'm gonna give this a 4 I mean, this thing probably could have used an editor, someone to go and say, this is a comic book movie, and you've held people hostage in the theater for, well, let's see, there were ads, 3 hours now.
It was 3 hours.
It was 2.5 hours, but yeah, after you go there, get your seat, get popcorn, they play the trailers, you're at a 3 hour commitment. So it's just like, I feel like an editor would have helped here. I don't. They did put something on the screen at all times, but there wasn't like whole sections you could just go.
Okay.
But I still had a good time with it. I do think the characterizations were true and showed growth, and I got everything I wanted out of a comic book movie.
Okay. Stephanie?
I'm gonna give it a 4 because it was well done. Doesn't matter if I don't care; it was still good. Like I still have to rank the thing for what it was, and it was good.
Yeah.
There were some fight sequences that were just so beautiful that I was like,
lovely.
Oh, I love it. Like that was great. It was good storytelling for sure. There were parts of it that were just stunning. I'm just like, oh, like in a world where we know so much, they like built new things that we hadn't seen before. Mm-hmm. So it's a solid 4, and I just like don't care about the Guardians of the Galaxy. And I can say enough that like it was solid, it was good.
I'm gonna rescind my Magneto, and I'm gonna give you Emma Frost because you're just giving your opinions. It's like I don't care to hear it.
She asked me my thing.
I would still say Magneto. Magneto because I don't think that necessarily Magneto is a villain.
Yeah,
he's got a point of view.
He's got a point of view, but it
includes I said it was a 4.
Yes, you said it.
I'm not sure enough to know that everything isn't for me. Like I'm like it's it's not for me, and it's still stellar. Like I'm not gonna give it a 1 because like it's not my favorite character. Like it's still like solidly, beautifully told.
Right. Okay. See, Tony gives it a 5. The best movie since Infinity War.
I mean, he didn't watch Wakanda Forever? It's hard to say. That's weird.
Didn't watch what?
Wakanda Forever.
I'm trying to be nice. I would say I'm going to give it a 5.
Oh, okay.
Throw that. It's a 5.
All right.
Because so when I really thought about it, Guardians of the Galaxy is the one movie that I could just put on and just let play in the background. I can't put all of them on and just let them play. I don't have to watch every scene because I'm listening to it or the soundtrack is going, and I can, and I've done that ever since it was released. I think I bought it when it was released and I watched it several times. I think it's the best trilogy. I think it's the best set.
Oh,
and it's a good set. I do also think we've only had 2 Black Panther movies. And I would say that this is stronger than Wakanda Forever.
Okay.
I would say this is stronger.
Wakanda Forever was a lot concerned with grief. And it had to be. Although I think they kind of went a little overboard, but that's okay.
But this movie was too.
Yeah, and they didn't go as far, even though it was longer.
It wasn't, but there was enough fun and laughter and riffs on each other and yelling and all the other things. The skeptical. There was enough of that to temper it because there were tears. There was tears for Wakanda Forever, but this wrapped things up.
This one
in such a
hit
nice
you harder in the face.
So I give it a 5. I give it
all right
because I immediately said when we finished watching it, I could watch that again. I would pay money to see that movie.
Oh well, good. We'll go watch it again.
So yeah, I'm
I,
gonna watch it again.
I have to. I have to see them all at least twice. So yes.
Yeah. Okay. Any other final thoughts? I think we did a good job in not spoiling everything.
I
That's
think we
because
did
it was
okay.
the three of us.
But who are you? Is it?
His name is Mick.
I know.
Julian hates spoiler free. I'm telling it.
Yes.
Dang.
Yes. Peas in a pod. Okay. So once again, I'm going to say before I even let them talk, I'm gonna put that there so people can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And Steph is working on her outfit.
And my outfit's stressing me out.
But you're gonna have one.
I'm gonna have one. I mean, I'm not not gonna have one.
And the book. And if you need to pick up a copy of the book, you can go to that QR code right there. In the meantime, Marcus, what do you have going on? Where can the people find you?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Marcus Ross as long as their servers still work. I don't know. Check the day. I'm also at Waterbear Games. And you can find me out and about doing stuff.
All right. Steph?
I'm out somewhere trying to figure out how to become the villain. Listen, if I need to lean into it, I will. Like, if those are my options, like I can take a principled stand. I'm fine. So I'm gonna be in the background making that happen.
Do gold accents or like purple?
I want feathers.
You got choices. What? Feathers?
I got you. I got you. Speaking of feathers, okay, it's not a really good lead in to feathers. Next week, we're going to be talking about Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story.
Y'all have fun with that.
And we will.
Yes. This show. That's all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the weekend was hard for me. Like I had Bridgerton and Guardians of the Galaxy. These two did not match in any way, shape, or form. So like my heart was doing too much. I was crying. I was sad. It was a lot.
That's wildly swingy.
Oh, wow.
It was emotional.
Yeah. Bridgerton. Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story. Next Monday, 7:15 Central Standard Time. We're going to talk.
It will not be spoiler free.
It will not. It will not. I think everyone that is like been waiting to see it, a lot of the people that I know that have been waiting for it to come out, they're done. They're done.
And then if they're gonna tune into your coverage of it, they're in.
Yeah, there were only 6 episodes, so it's it's not bad.
It was shorter, and it was a little longer than Guardians. Like it was solid, it was good, it worked.
Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah, we got to do something for Miles Morales, right? Because that's gonna be amazing.
The new Spider-Man comes out, I believe, the 2nd of June.
Yeah,
gotta get.
I was gonna say no, June 2nd. That's the same day. So yes, you were in fact. That's how excited I am.
Miles Morales and the Little Mermaid.
It's the 26th, maybe? Did I make that up?
20. Yes, 26. Yes.
This month?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
This month.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I saw people visibly upset just seeing the trailer. Because, Florida.
Look, people who have trucks and sunglasses have to do something with their time. They can't fill it all with going to the gun range. All right.
Yeah.
Stay mad. Stay mad.
That's all they can do.
All right.
They can do. Okay, we're gonna go. You all have a beautiful week. Thank you very much for joining in the chat. Thank you very much for watching and supporting. And we will see you next Monday. Peace. Bye.